Hi, I'm Dr. Amanda Penny. I'm an anaesthetic doctor and I did my level 7 qualification at Harley Academy many moons ago. So I did the level 7 at a time when actually Harley Academy was one of the first places, if not the first place, to offer level 7. And I wanted it as something to challenge me, but also because I could see that in the industry you could just do a 1 or 2 day course, and I wanted to be a bit more proficient than that and know that I was amongst the best and that I had the best qualifications and I could show some evidence for that. So with that in mind, I sort of approached it sort of knowing it may be quite long-winded, and but it would be very thorough. And I found it to be really thorough. So you do your online learning, your face-to-face learning, your mentoring, lots of clinical cases. That was probably the best part of the course for me, that really sort of instilled a sense of confidence that I could go out there and I could actually do it. Did the due diligence, did all the work I needed to do, and came out the other side really happy with my level 7. I think the best part of the level 7 is the mentoring and the clinical cases where you get hands-on experience with someone, initially just hand-holding and really running you through the process, and then eventually sort of as you find your feet, progressively becoming more confident just doing it by yourself really, and just having someone overseeing, making sure that you're safe and proficient. So by the time you come to the end of it and you've got your logbook of cases, you feel quite confident to go out and start looking for jobs. Before doing the level 7, I actually did a couple of day courses, and following those day courses, I really didn't feel confident injecting. I didn't feel particularly safe. I didn't necessarily know what I was doing, and I really wanted to learn more before I went out there into the big wide world of aesthetics. So I would compare that to the feeling after the level 7 that I felt completely different. I was in a different space. I was much more confident. I felt that I was safer. I had a network around me of people I could turn to if I needed to. And I just had that little extra boost to just put myself out there and approach clinics for work as well. So the level 7 has impacted my day-to-day practice in that it's given me a general sense of wanting to keep learning. So I came out of it feeling that I'd learned a lot, I felt a lot safer and able to get out there and start injecting. But I've just continued to do that. So I've sort of formulated my own training program, approached lots of clinics, I've learned from lots of really skilled practitioners. I'm very fortunate to have been mentored by some very, very top-notch practitioners. And I just carry that with me still. So I keep learning. I will never stop learning. I'm back here at Harley Academy today learning. So yeah, that's what it's instilled in me. Probably the best bit of advice that I received from Harley Academy was just to apply for lots of jobs. Just to get my CV out there and speak to people and network and just put myself out there. Things just happen from networking. And I think, especially if you come from an NHS background where it's very much a conveyor belt mentality of training, you just follow that conveyor belt and you'll get to the end goal. It's not the same outside of the NHS. You do have to put yourself out there. It can be a long-winded process to get to like a really regular full clinic, but it is worth it in the end. So probably just to put myself out there a bit more. I chose Harley Academy because at the time it was the only provider of level 7, but actually they were the best. And they still are the best, so I would wholeheartedly recommend Harley Academy.